Yellow. Welcome to episode. What episode is this?
This is episode 45. We forgot to
45.
mention 45.
Is am I loud?
No, I'm turning you down because you're
Oh,
super loud on my mic.
episode 45. Big belly pets.
Yeah.
You,
You're
I,
looking
I, I
fresh, sir. You're looking
shaved.
fresh.
I shaved a
Nice
little.
trim, nice trim. Yeah.
I nicked myself a little bit on the sides.
Oh,
Yeah, man. I got.
welcome to the club because I don't nick myself. They just appear.
Uh, yeah, man. Episode 45. Big belly pats. It's dusty as hell in my girl's office. This whole house is dusty.
Why?
I don't know, man. You in China, ain't I? China's always dusty. Everywhere's always dusty. It's always dusty.
I'm still cleaning the dust off my body from yesterday. Damn.
Like,
I've never seen. Okay, that's not the type of dust we have in China. We have the sand dust that comes sweeping through Shenyang.
stuff needs to be. But then when you clean it, you get all the dust off. In 3 days, it'll be dusty again.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
But yeah, episode 45, Big Belly Pats. Before I start my shit, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing much better lately. I just came back from Beijing. My voice, you can hear, is a little bit stretched. A lot of shouting.
Daniel's the manager of the under-17s Chinese team.
No, I took a young under-16 frisbee team from our school, and we went to go play an under-19 competition. It was tough. It was very, very tough. The 5 games we played, it was an hour each game, so the kids went through the ringer a bit. And
back to back.
2 were back to back. But we started early. Like we started about 20 to 9 in the morning and finished about 4. So just jam-packed frisbee. The conditions were not great, especially for a very young, shorter team. We played like Beijing was super windy. There were gusts. I can't explain. And then the problem is most of my kids are used to playing on turf, and this was like a grass field, but it was just sand. They used sand to fill the holes. And it was just super sandy. And obviously when you're playing in wind, the sand is dusting up. My kids were like, what's going on? While they have the frisbee in their hand, they're trying to cover their eyes. The conditions weren't great at all. But hats off to them. There's some changes that we're gonna make before the next tournament, because I got 2 teams, under 19, under 14, but I've got under 14 players playing in under 19 because they're really good. Because this is their last year playing under 14, we're going to bring them back down to under 14. My stubborn ass has been, after I watched them yesterday, I was like, these, especially 2 of my kids, one was one of the top scorers, one was one of the top assists.
Balling.
They were balling really well. And I was just watching them play with their teammates in under 14 who are not an under 19 team. Because my line 1 was under 19, my line 2 was under 14, if you want to call it that way. And I was just I've got to bring those 2 back down. People have been asking me to do it, and I'm going to bring the two boys down to under 14 where they actually do belong, and go and have a good crack at the under 14 part of the tournament. And the under 19 tournament, just let those under 19s do what they can do. I don't think they'll come last. There's 9 teams, but I think they'll get pushed to their limits. But the under 14 players that are helping the under 19s will now go back to their original team and play where they're supposed to belong. This is their last year being under 14. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the kids. I was obviously both super proud and frustrated at times. As a coach, you're always going to get those moments where you kick the bottle or throw a tantrum. Not a tantrum, but yeah, there were times where I was just what's going on? But more frustration and stuff like that. Frustration at older kids that know better when they're doing stupid shit. Nothing much. Yeah, slept at a very cold hotel in Beijing. Damn, it was not too bad. Hard ass beds, but you get what you get. You get what you paid for. Very modern, new
airport hotels.
Yeah, no, not necessarily, but a new little pop up hotel that popped up. But they had, for some reason, they left like the fucking hallway windows open, and like you can't close them as a guest. You can't close them because it's like fenced off. And we were like, this is like the coldest hotel, but in our rooms we were fine. And you know the funny thing is, you can have all these moments, and like as teachers and chaperones and coaches, you go on these trips, and you're like, yeah, that was a tough trip. That was a tough trip. And then yesterday, my kids at the train station after losing 5 games in a row, after being in the sun and the wind and the dust, one of the students fell asleep at the train station, and he was like donked out. And there's a photo. I'll share it soon. There's a photo where all the kids have like stacked up trash on him because he's just like he's just passed out, and he's got all this trash on him, like sweet packets.
Moved.
And then they all took a picture of him, like smiling, like a team photo, with him just sleeping. And
does he know this happened yet?
Yeah, he does. He woke up with all the trash on him, and all the photos were shared. And I think like those are just moments that you just like, yeah, those kids were, they were just having fun. And like after the whole tournament, they were like kids. Like I didn't expect a lot of the kids to interact too much with the other kids, because we played like a really, really like high level Beijing tournament where not many like international schools go. It's also just normal schools. And like 9 out of 10 of the kids were just like handing out WeChats, interacting with each other afterwards. So again, that's the part of it. That's where I'm just like, yeah, it's not just about going to compete and represent. It's also about the small things that they all do, as a trip, and that's what I appreciate. I tell any of my students, I was like, if you meet like a player that you guys really like and played well together, and I was like, especially at like big tournaments, like the one coming up for us, and you want to exchange shirts, tell me and I'll just buy you an extra one myself. I don't give that. I mean, like, I'll buy every single one of you an extra shirt from my pocket if you guys want to exchange your shirts, because that's what it's all about. I wish
that's cool.
I wish they did it more and stuff like that. But yeah, that's been happening. I'm on spring break now. Thank goodness I don't have work tomorrow.
Turn it up for the spring break.
I'm actually going to work tomorrow at 9, but like going to my classroom without kids. I love my kids, but going to my classroom without kids there, and I sit there at my table, I feel like, wow, I can achieve so much right now. so much admin can be done right now. So I'm going to do
production can be done.
Yeah, so I'm going to pop on there because after spring break, April, I think like one weekend I'm away. I have to go to like conferences, and in May I don't have a weekend to myself, so it's gonna be back to back busy. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Just keeping on going. That's it.
Nice, good shit, brother.
And you, what happened to your driving lesson?
Before I get into that, I've been good. I've lost 2 kilos.
Hey! I've lost 12.
I lost 2 kilos. Nice. I've been working out more, but I've also kind of changed up my diet a lot. So I've done that. I'm going to flag football today. So nice. By the time Joe hears this, I will be at practice. So I'm going to flag football today. My homeboy Buddy's picking me up. The other American. Shout out to Buddy. He doesn't listen to this, but it was his birthday Friday. I think he turned 51.
Nice. I like that he's still playing around.
He don't move like he's 51 though. He moved like he's probably about. He moved like he's about my age. Like
that's what I want though. That's my goal. When everyone now asks me, "What's your goal?"
And he's the quarterback, and he has a cannon.
Yeah, you've spoken about how he throws well.
Yeah. So we had. Did I speak about our last game?
You did.
Okay,
yeah, I think you spoke about the Acela, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But outside of that, I had my driving lesson today, so I'm late. We were supposed to start at what, 2?
Oh yeah, 9:00 my time. It's now 10:15.
Yeah. So I'm late. I am late. I've been doing driving lessons because I need to get my license.
He doesn't know how to drive stick. Manual.
I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't. Most Americans, Cello probably do, but Cello, Cello builds his own cars and shit or whatever. But most people, no, I don't. I mean, I get the gist. I'm not good with the clutch and at the right timing and having to do all this shit. My thing is, and I was telling someone was like, not someone, Wayne, Jenny's, you met Wayne. He was like, that's not proper driving. You're supposed to drive with the manual. And I'm just like, what the fuck you work smarter, not harder. If there's a better way, why you? I was like, in that case, why are you not driving with a horse and chariot?
I think you and I had this conversation privately when we were in Spain together, and it made sense that in your environment you get taught how to drive with what you have. And
Right.
like in South Africa and England, it's majority manuals. And when you go to Europe, like we've spoken about, when you go to Europe, you hire manuals because they're cheaper. Same with South Africa, you hire manuals.
But here, though, it is a shift now, at least in the UK, to people getting automatic cars.
Okay,
there's
cool.
a shift.
Nice.
A few of the ladies that I work with, because I was like doing like little mock tests when I was at work, and they were like, oh shit. They'd asked me the same thing. Do you know how to drive manual? Blah blah blah. But all of them were like, they all know how to drive manual, but they're older than me, and now they all have automatic cars, and every single one of them is like, why did we never start this? Why did we? Like a lot of them, like all of them are like they're never going back to manual. You met Stace, yeah, you met Stace. She has a manual car, and she's like, I'm never. Not a manual. She has an automatic. She's like, I'm never going back to stick. I'm never going back to stick.
I don't mind stick. I like having stick. I just like it. I feel very like when I'm in it and then I get back into it, I'm cool with it, and I enjoy it. I like controlling my speed a bit more. I feel like if I'm an automatic and I drive a lot, I feel like I get to pushing that pedal down and then just cruising. But I get it. So you have your lessons, and then why are you an hour late?
So I have my lessons with this guy named Tim, and Tim's cool. The first lesson I had with him, obviously we're messaging. Well, Lucy reached out to his wife on Facebook and put him in touch with me, but obviously they never seen me. So he pulls up in his BMW, little hatchback 4-door, low, and I open the door, and he looks and he's like, his first question was, "How big are you?" But he's not short. He's probably like 6 foot, but he's obviously a lot thinner than me, not as broad as me. And he was just like, he was like, "Fuck." So he's cool though. So I got in the car and I like scoot the seat all the way back, and he was like, as long as I've been in his car, I don't think anyone's ever scooted that seat that far back. I think he told me like I didn't know the seat even goes that far back because no one's ever had a reason to. And so he's driving the first time, and then we switch, and then I get in his seat, he gets in mine in the passenger seat. And as soon as he gets in, he's like, "Fuck!" He's like, "I never been in a car this far back."
Like, whoa, this is new space.
Like, I'm in the back seat, and my legs are stretched all the way out. So, this is my second lesson today, but the first lesson went well. The only issue I was having was because I'm on the right side of the car, but on the left side of the road now. A few times I never like bumped anything because I have great spatial awareness when I'm in a car, but it was like a few times I was kind of like too close to that curb when I was driving. So he was just like, just make sure you get over a little bit. It was that, and then like so many narrow roads, having to get used to like
UK. Oh my goodness,
that's a bitch. But having to get used to like people like pulled over and bits people can come through. It's don't need to get me started on that. And then the roundabouts. I've been doing good on the roundabouts. His whole thing was like, if you're not sure, just go slow and wait. There's no point in rushing it. People can be pissed off behind you. That's whatever. So the roundabouts is cool. I'm getting used to the roundabouts. That was the first lesson today. So today is Mother's Day in the UK.
Yeah, apparently. I didn't know this.
Yeah. which
Go on.
I don't like it because
It has to be
the
different to
UK
the rest of the world.
the UK Mother's Day. Well, is it different in South Africa as well?
No, we have it all on the 12th of May, like everyone else.
Yeah. Same as the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's different. I don't know. But I was like, why do y'all have it different here? But then, like, Mother's Day everywhere else is the same, and Father's Day here and everywhere else is the same.
Yeah. Why do they get an
June,
extra
whatever.
day? What did
I already
the UK
told her. I said, Lucy, I love you. You know, you better have my kid. So we'll do Mother's Day in the UK. I'm not like I'll say Mother. I'm not gonna do a whole Mother's Day show for the US Mother's Day. We'll see. But anyway, today's Mother's Day. So today's Mother's
He's
Day.
gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Come May, he's doing it.
Which we didn't know, but there's a lot of traffic because people are going to like church. People are going to like the cemetery to like pay respect. So there's a lot of traffic was out. So we're driving and we're talking and everything is fine. Some people get to fighting in the street. Don't know what the situation was, but they was like scrapping. All women. It's like 5 of them. All women. Mind you, this is not in Hezwall, but it's in Wirral. And you know the color demographic here. They're all white. It's 5 white women. I mean, it's a Sunday at 11:30 in the morning are scrapping. Like, these hoes is going at it. And we're just like 2 cars back, but like you can't go. And it's like behind the next street over is like a cemetery. So like there was traffic backed up. So if like the police wanted to show up, it's gonna have to be a little minute. So we just sat there and watched them scrap it out for about 5-10 minutes. Like scrapping, fighting, yelling, hair pulling, bitch this and you this and at that point I just cut the car off and I was just like, because Tim was like, dude, there's nothing we can do. At one point, he was like, should we get out there? I was like, should we? Shit, hell no. What you mean, should we get out there and help? I was like,
you said
you
the car,
can go.
no.
Yeah, you can go help.
Have you seen me?
I'm not helping.
Have you seen what I look like if I go out
I'm
there?
not helping.
As soon as I go, I'm making the world hit news tonight. No, thank you.
Because this situation right now ain't big. But as soon as the big black guy steps in, then it's a whole situation.
Yeah.
Then it's a whole. Somehow it's going to be my fault. Somehow it's going to be my fault. So he was like, should we go out there help? I said, there's no we. We ain't doing shit. That girl could be dying. I'll be like, damn, that's crazy. I'm not helping shit. So they get to fighting, and like, cause I only do my my stuff with him for an hour. But he was like, because this was happening, he was like, I'm not pinging this against you. Like, we'll still do extra, whatever. I was like, that's cool. So they get to scrapping. I think they stopped because they got tired. Usually when you get into a fight, someone tries to like break it up.
This was no break
or something. There was no break, so I think they finally clicked. They're like, hey, ain't nobody stopping this. Like, we tired. And I've been in a fight before. It's been years, but you've been in a fight. We've been in fights before. And throwing punches, it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, it takes so much. You need that altering.
And then you get hit as well.
Yeah. Get your water in, get your gum going.
And that's boxing. But they're like on the ground rolling around. So that's even more energy.
That's more energy. And it's more adrenaline. So because in a fight you control emotions. Your emotions like
Yeah. So I think they were finally like, it ended with like, fuck you, bitch. Well, fuck you, bitch. And they just like, as they're walking away, fuck you and fuck you. It's just, that's really what it was. Like, no one, people were like honking horns, but no one was like wrap this shit up, man. If you're gonna win. Otherwise, get out the street, man.
Finish it. Why are you walking away?
They got the scrapping. You can see thongs. No titties came out, but his booties was out. I was like, yo, wow. And I'm like, it's this Mother's Day at 11. I've never been upset at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
Me either. Play PlayStation or watching series.
I've never been. Maybe I've been upset on like a video game where I don't know, something like that.
Fighting people.
Not fighting on a Sunday morning? What the fuck?
I wouldn't
be out here if it wasn't for driving.
I'm no religious person, but I ain't doing nothing on Sunday either.
Yeah. Dude,
like,
they got this.
Yeah, like I want traditions like watching, like, you know, if you're chilling with someone, you're watching series on a Sunday morning. That's traditions, not freaking scrapping outside.
They got the scrap. Well, we didn't see how it started. We just pulled up and they was already mid fight, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So then that happened. We let go. They finally moved out the street because they was tired. We start going again, and then so I'm driving with, obviously he's a driving instructor, so he points out a lot of stuff. Not even just like, but not just so much as me, but like, excuse me, not so much as me, but he's pointing out, like, you know, other people messing up. Oh, this guy didn't use their blinker, you know. Obviously, this is his job, so he notices everybody who's like doing some BS. So we're driving back. We're coming back to the place to here, and we're driving, and it's a truck coming the opposite way, and there's a car. We pulled into a street, and then there's a car that could have been ahead of us. There's another truck coming the other way, and this car was supposed to let the truck go by. They was going to take a right into this other side street, but they didn't let the truck go by. So they tried to hit it too fast. Truck smacked it right in the side. I was like, ooh. And I mean, it wasn't like, I mean, it was a nice hit. If not both, one of those cars is totaled. But they smacked. Problem being, the UK has narrow ass roads.
So you were stuck there for an hour.
So we were stuck there because the only thing we could do is try to back up, but there's a light behind us. People are still trying to come, seeing it. They trying to back up, so we're in the front trying to back up. But
you're not gonna be. Yeah, you just stuck. You just sit down, park the car,
cut the car off again.
Go have a cup of coffee. Well, I'd go walk past them and say, "Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Just call me when you're done towing your shit away."
So I was sitting there. Oh, shit, this chair keeps buckling on me. God, I swear I lost weight, man. God, shit, man.
you having a Sunday morning like those ladies, aren't you? Oh my goodness.
So the police come and help them move the cars, because obviously they got to like help with traffic flow. So they finally move, and I'm like, oh man. So we finally get back, and then at this point, I forgot all about the pod, because so much shit has happened within an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I don't blame you.
The pod is like us meeting has like left my mind. Because Lucy's not here. She went to Wrexham with her mom and her sister to do a little a breath sting, to do a little Mother's Day thing. So I was like, I came into the house, I sat on the couch, and I was like, oh, fuck me. And I'm just sitting there. Nothing's on, no TV's on, nothing's on. I'm just sitting there. Just came into the house and just plopped and just like, yo, what the fuck?
And then you sent me a reel.
I sent you a reel first? I think I got it.
You sent me a reel, and I'm like, why are you sending me reels when you're supposed to be on the podcast?
Yeah. And then I was like, I think I was on Instagram, and I just so happened to like, because on WeChat, sometimes the calls don't come through.
Yeah, you don't get the notification.
And I just so happened to get on my laptop. Mind you, I forgot all about the podcast, man. God, this chair, bro, is pissing me off. It's the third time it's buckled like this. The thing's going to break, bro. God. Yo. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just sit up.
This is a live action episode right now.
Luckily, she's getting a new chair because she's pregnant. God damn. So I forgot all about this pod. So I'm on Instagram, just sitting there, and I just happened to get on my laptop. And on my laptop, I'm logged into WeChat. But it's like, it doesn't give me notifications. The top of my screen has like a little WeChat logo. It has like a number, like however many messages or whatever. And I had a bunch of messages, but I'm in like a group chat with like DJ and them, and they always talking. So I clicked on it. It was like 25, and I'm like, what they talking about? So I clicked on it, and I had 2 missed calls from Daniel. And I was like, fuck. Because at first I seen it, and I was like, I clicked on your name, and they had 2 missed calls. So I'm thinking like something happened, something's going on. I was like, why is Daniel calling me back to back? And then I scrolled up and it said on the pod now, and I said, fuck, god damn it, fuck. So I heard and rushed, try to get something. That's why I called you. Hey, I'm on my way. Sorry. Yeah, man, it's been a shit show of a Sunday so far.
Been a very eventful.
Yeah, that's been my day so far. Yeah, man, and then now I got flag football practice, and at like 4, so buddy's picking me up. It's a nice day outside, so you know how it is in the UK. A little bit of sun comes out, people lose their everlasting mind,
and they go all out apparently in the streets.
All out, man. That's been pent up all winter.
Winter, yeah. So, they just let it go. Man. That neighbor pissed off that neighbor for a long time.
It was. I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? It was just ratchet. Is the best way I can put it. It was just ratchet. So yeah, that's why I'm late. And it might be a shorter episode because I don't have my bag packed for flag football.
So he's gonna rush off now.
I'm not gonna rush off. We can still do our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, talking about we'll jump to one of the things I want to talk about, and it was quite funny because it's got to do with sport and it's sport equipment, and I think like living in China, you can't always go and try things out, but with someone I told them I'm going to talk about their story, and the funny thing is that growing up where I played particular sports, like I played mainly cricket, rugby, soccer. I played a bit of basketball. I played water polo. I also played a bit of tennis, squash, and stuff like that. I didn't play those really much. But in South Africa, we're very lucky because we have great sport outlets out and about. And I was really into my cricket, so like a really serious cricketer. And they've got cricket bats, and I'm guessing Americans can relate with baseball bats. You go to the store and you swing that bat 150 times and you're like, this is my bat. Same thing with tennis players. You rock up to that store, you pick up your rackets and you're like, yeah, backhand, forehand, yeah, this is my racket. You feel it. You swing it 350 times. So this person buys their rackets, and I gave them some shit. And they were like, yeah, I bought my racket on Amazon, but don't ever listen to those reviews. And I was like, what's wrong with the rackets? Oh, no, it's too heavy, and the grip doesn't feel good. And I was like, that is one thing. You take your ass down to the store, and you go into the store. Like, I get it. Like in China, you can buy badminton rackets. Like I got your badminton rackets. Like I don't play badminton that seriously. But this person really wants to take up tennis. And I was like, just, you bought a Wilson tennis racket. Just go to the Wilson store or go to a sports store around somewhere and just go swing it 100 times and be like, okay, this is my racket. And they were like, what do you know about tennis? And I was like, well, I know quite a bit about sport, especially sports equipment. And the only thing I gotta take risks on is soccer shoes or athletic shoes here in China, because there ain't no store to go try shoes on for me. So like, but if I ever go back into cricket, I'm flying myself back to South Africa, sitting in that sports store and swinging that bat 150 times and be like, that's my stuff. And I think like even when you bought your American football helmets, you tried it on first. You're like, no, I
didn't. Here?
You didn't.
Are we talking about in China or in...
No. In China's difficult because you can't just be. There's no stores for you.
China, no. I just bought my size and just hope for the best.
Yes, that's what you got to do. In China, you do that.
But if back in the States,
yeah. You go in and you be like, right. Yeah,
right.
And you got like 10 different styles, all in the same size, but you're going like, yeah. Like a cricket, we have helmets. Hey man, I even disassembled the helmets and switched the grills around because I was like, I don't like this, and because that was just sports equipment. especially
Yeah.
like growing up. Yeah, so that was one thing I found quite funny because they were like, "What do you know about tennis?" I was like, I'm okay at my sport. I know 75% of sport in the world. That's
You
my
better than me, because I'd have told him, oh, you know what? I don't know nothing. You right. I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Anything with a ball, I'm terrible at it. So you got it.
Really? What do you mean you're terrible at American football? You're great with the ball.
So yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, that was just a small snippet, and you actually brought it up with packing your sports bag and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
But
still need to. Mine are just cleats though.
yeah, I mean, that's what I love about frisbee. It's my indoor cleats, and that's it, and I go.
That's it.
That's why I love the amount of times I look at, like, because the frisbee indoor field is right next door to where they like practice American football. I don't know who practices it. I think it's some team. I don't know. And I don't know if it's a new team or something else. But I'm just like, I see all their bags and all their helmets. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, I don't. At this point now, I don't miss it.
Nah, I don't. I don't miss it because, like, I liked it when we did it together and we would go at night, drag our stuff there, go on the weekends and play the odd match of flipping year. But yeah, me now, I'm just playing frisbee and it's easy. It's just like, oh, I got uniform. I got stuff now. I just put on my shirt, put on some shorts, pants, whatever, and go. It is a lot easier. So yeah, like I mean that's why I think that's why I think a lot of people play racket sports as they get older.
Yeah,
because
so
it becomes easier.
I'm actually trying to speaking of racket sports, one of the reasons that I'm really keen to get this license is, so right now we have a stick shift, but we're going to sell it and just sell it flat out for whatever and just save that, and then we're going to finance another car.
Okay.
So and then me and Lucy would just pay the payments on this, whatever. But we're going to finance. I need to do some more weights all on my face. My face looks fat. But yeah, we need to finance another car. And one of the reasons is I want to start. I hate, and it's nothing against her, because I know she'll take me wherever, but I hate relying on people to take me somewhere.
Yeah, I get you there.
Yeah, so like obviously when I go to work, I just take, even if I got a car, I'm still gonna take the bus to work. I'm not trying to deal with that traffic and parking and stuff, whatever. But like sometimes when I'm gonna go to the gym, I don't mind walking to the gym. Like today would be a great day, walking to the gym, walking back. But sometimes it's balls cold here, or it's pissing down raining, and I'm not trying to walk a 3-kilometer walk to the gym. And I'm like, man, so I gotta like wait till she's off, and then she gotta come pick me up. And it's one of those. Like I said, if I ask her, she would never say no. I'll still ask every time. I don't think she would ever say like, no, I'm not going to. But it's just that I hate.
You want to just go and do it, and then not
I want to just go.
Inconvenience. Like she doesn't have. She can be working or not on a break, and then you can just get it done. And then at the break, you can do something.
Right, and I get off an hour before her, so I could ideally go to the gym, come back, and be done by the time she gets off work. So it's that, and then I found a badminton club. So I'm really trying to get back into badminton, and I found a badminton club that was like, hey, we would love for you to come out, play with us, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I really want to. Like, I really am. It's a goal of mine. But where they are, it's going to require a drive.
Yeah.
And once again, if I ask Luce, I know she'll take me. I don't want to keep asking, man.
Yeah.
I want to just
I get you.
Get in the car and be like, hey, babe, I'm finna go play badminton. Cool. Bye. We out. Done. So I'm waiting. And before I join them, I'm waiting until I get this license. And then I'm planning on joining. And also, we about to have this kid. And some shit pop off. I can't be like, all right, babe, you driving. You know.
I'm about to pop. Okay. Drive yourself. I'll see you later.
I'd get in the passenger seat.
I'll be there holding your hand. You got this. Don't forget to change the gear now. Change to 4. There we go.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, I'll drive, but it's just going to be first gear the whole way.
She'll she'll have the baby and be back at home before you even get to the hospital.
So yeah, but so yeah, I'm really that's one of the main reasons that we're really trying to get this damn driving lessons done. Because I can drive. The drive's not the issue. These fucking traffic signs. I failed my theory test, and it's these traffic signs because like you take the little, it's split in two.
The written test and the driving test, the physical test.
Here it's like the theory. It's called a theory test, but it's like a multiple choice. And then there's a part of it's called hazard perception, where it's like videos of play. You have to like click when there's like a hazard. If a car's coming out, you gotta like click or whatever. But I passed that. That was cool. Like after you take the test, it'll tell you pass or fail. I failed, but it tells you where you got. It doesn't give you like what answers you got wrong, but it tells you all the categories of where you got the most wrong. And I think you need a 43 out of 50 to pass. I got 36, but 6 questions I got wrong were fucking traffic signs, man. And I'm like, God damn. But these are like some of the most obscure road signs. I was talking to the driving instructor, Tim, and he was like, yeah, a lot of those signs you won't even see until you go to like some random odd town in the middle of nowhere. You probably not even driving.
I remember you talking and complaining about the signs when you were at work once, and we were talking, and you were asking, you asked this random colleague, do you even know what the sign is? And she was like, what the fuck is the sign? And you were like, exactly what I'm doing. You were like, why?
Oh yeah, and no, it was the
zebra crossing,
the crosswalks. I was like, here they have a zebra crossing, a puffin crossing, a toucan crossing, and a penguin crossing. And I said, those are 4 animals y'all don't even have in this country. Outside of a zoo, none of those are even natural here. And I asked them, I was like, which one is which? And they all struggled. They could tell me like the zebra crossing.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that. No one could be like, oh, that's a this. They all were on Google trying to figure out what was what.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, bro. Like one of them is like, I think I might have said it before. One of the questions was, if there's a flashing light behind you and it's green, like a green flashing light, what is that? Like, who is that? I didn't even know this was a thing. It's a doctor. It's a doctor on call. So I guess if you're a doctor on call and they keep a green light.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
And they just pop it on the thing and it's flashing and then it goes. And I was like, first of all, in my life, I've never seen a green goddamn light. Secondly, if I'm driving and there's any color flashing light behind me,
I'm moving out of the way.
I don't give a damn what color it is. I'm not going to be like, before I move, what color is it?
Yeah. If it's red, get out of the way. If it's blue, get out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do... There's the lights. Okay. It's yellow.
Nope, not moving. I was like, driving is 99% common sense.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's common sense, and you just need to know, really, don't hit anybody. And if it's red, stop. If it's green, go.
If it's everything yellow,
else, you can everything else you can kind of just learn on the fly.
Yeah.
Don't hit nobody, and that's it. Red means stop, green means go. If you know those, you can drive. And I'm like, yo, it was just pissing me off, man. So I go. Shit, when do I gotta go? I think this coming Wednesday is my next test. I had to re-sign up another goddamn. What's today? 9th. What day is that? Not this coming Wednesday, but
the 9th. Well, Nick might fail at 2 things that day. His face is confused because that's when Real Madrid play Arsenal.
We going there? This man, the women win one time.
This guy, no, I'm defending myself. Whenever the Arsenal ladies win or they do something really cool, I always share their stuff. I ain't
never seen Daniel share no women.
Absolutely.
I ain't never seen no go. Let's go, ladies. I ain't never seen nothing. When they lose, see, when Arsenal men lose, oh man, it's all right, man. He'll post something. Arsenal women lose, nothing. Crickets. Arsenal. Nah, but then they didn't beat Real Madrid, and all of a sudden, you see your whole story. Oh, look at that. Oh, they came back from 2 down. Fair weather ass fan.
We're going there, all right. We're going there. Okay, we're going there. All right, we've already there. All right, so most of you guys know Nick is want to be a Real Madrid fan, and
I was there in the trenches.
I'm a true gunner, true gunner, as I would say, gunner. You know, I got like real things. You know, I got a tattoo.
I got a jacket and a shirt. I got three shirts. Okay. One of them you bought.
So ask him how much stuff he's bought himself of Real Madrid stuff.
It don't matter.
Okay. It don't matter. All right. Okay, so we'll leave that for the fans to decide if you. But no, fair. It's fair. So Real Madrid and Arsenal play.
My Steelers jerseys. I never bought any of those.
Okay. But you're from America, and that's your team. So, I mean, like, you adopted Real Madrid because they were cool.
We ain't have no team as good as Arsenal or Madrid when I was in school. We had the closest team to me was Columbus Crew. They dog shit. So, yeah.
I know. I get it. So yeah, we go head to head. Well, it'll be your Tuesday night, the 8th. It'll be my Wednesday morning, 9th. Arsenal versus Real Madrid quarterfinals, first game at the Emirates in London. I think it would be a good clash. I think it would be, regardless of who plays.
Who's all in the quarterfinals? It's us versus you all.
Yeah, then it's Dortmund and PSG.
Villa's still in it, ain't they?
Villa versus Bruges or Brussels or something like that. They face a Belgium side. So yeah, quarterfinals is 16 teams. No,
16?
8 teams. 8 teams. Yeah, so yeah, and then Barcelona and Bayern Munich are still in. Okay, so they're all still in. So yeah, I think it's like that. Yeah, so there's big clashes coming up. Be really, really cool to see who makes the semis. I would like Arsenal to make the semis. It would be really nice. I'm just glad that we get to like play Real Madrid, and I think like
we rarely ever play y'all.
No, yeah. So like the last time we played you guys was in 2006 when we won in the Santiago Bernabeu.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, so I think I could be mistaken. That was the last time, and that's when we actually made the final. That was our first.
Have y'all ever won a Champions League?
No. So Arsenal, that's where a lot of the people just grate us at why we're not the best London club, is because Chelsea's won Champions Leagues and we haven't. So that's like the one thing that's missing from our trophy cabinet. So we have won European Cups and stuff like that, but not the Champions League. And 2006 we came close. We had Barcelona in the final, and then Jans Lehmann got a red card, our goalkeeper. And then we had to take off Robert Perez for Emmanuel Lumia. I think that's how I pronounce his name. Yeah, so we played most of the game with 10 men. But yeah, that's, if you ever get a chance to watch that goal from Henry against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, he literally runs like past everyone. And like everyone's trying to tackle him, like Guti, Roberto Carlos, Eva Beckham, what's his name? Woodgate and all of them, and they're trying to tackle him, and he runs through them and scores. So there's fun memories, but this Real Madrid team is. I think you guys are not the best. Real Madrid just know how to win the game. That's unfortunate. That's just the way that is. Like Arsenal will hold the ball for like 40 minutes and pray someone puts it in the net. But like you guys will just play the ball one into the next. You have Mbappe, you have Vinicius Jr., you have Jude, and then it's just like, whew, all right, it's in the goals. And before you even look at it, it's
they started this season off shit, but it was just so many new pieces. It's going to take them a while to mesh. And like obviously everyone in practice, everyone's great in training, but it took them a while to mesh. But I think now Mbappe and Jude are starting to find their footing. I think Vinny, I like Vinny. I would hate to play against him because he's mad fucking annoying.
I think the best thing to do like against like Vinicius Jr. is like I hope. So like I don't know how I'd feel, but like Jurriën Timber is like a great right back. Mm-hmm. He's just got to be like I'd rather maybe because Jurriën Timber has shown that he can be physical. But if I'm Arteta, I'm playing Yuri Timber somewhere in the midfield, like just being experimental and putting Ben White on Vinicius Jr. because Ben White's no slouch, but he's physical and he doesn't mind getting dirty. And I think that's what you need to do with Vinicius. You need that, like that brute that he's just gonna be, because
he's gonna
like,
bitch and moan.
Yeah, and Ben White is just gonna go, keep going. You can bitch and moan all you want to me. And like, and the thing with me is like Timber has that like little bit of like, he's got that little bit of he's not too old, but he's got a little bit of that thickness. So he's gonna do something stupid where Ben White is just aggressive. So there's like two different types where, like, I think Vinicius Jr. and Timber are very similar types of like characters where they have that little bit of thickness where they're just like, they have a moment and then they got a yellow card, a red card. Where Ben White is aggressive from the word go. He's not stupid, but he's aggressive. It's almost like watching Rudiger. If you watch Rudiger, he's got that like tenacious, he's just that tenacious, non-stop in your face centre back.
He's batshit crazy.
And I think that's the big difference between like what I've seen over the years now with Arsenal. Everyone's like Saliba number one. In my opinion, Gabriel's number one by a long way, because like he's very much like Rudiger. He's just batshit crazy. He Saliba is skillful, like silky smooth centre back. Like he is top class on his day. But Gabriel is just so like when he headers the ball out, he's like celebrating like he defended. I fucking love that because I was a centre back at school, and that's Rudiger as well. It's like those two going defending like that. I mean, like, Rudiger doesn't have much to defend. I mean, who the fuck, Mikel Merino up front. If Saka does actually play, maybe we'll have a bit of attacking spot.
Saka tore his hammy.
Yeah, he had hamstring surgery, I believe. Yeah. So he's back now. But again, like we got Fulham. We got Fulham this week, and then we got, who do we got? We got Fulham.
So he's got some few games to play.
He's got 1 or 2 games to get back into it. So we got Fulham, Fulham and Everton. Yeah. Especially when you that type of player, when you're moving at that speed all the time. So. Like, and that's the thing. But he's in training, he's running, he's doing what he needs to do, and that's all it is. Like, I don't think it was as bad as like Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus out for the season type thing. So, but yeah, it'll be a clash. I think it'll be really, really good to see both these teams go head to head. I think Arsenal only conceded like 4 goals the whole competition, and we've never since, I think, for like now 45, 46 games, I could be wrong, we haven't conceded more than 2 goals in the game. So it's defensively, we're there. We got it. We got a mistake in us, so we got to be careful. But Real Madrid's definitely scoring. We just hope that they don't score the first leg. Hope we do the majority of scoring in the first leg at home. But I wish that would be like really cool to go watch. But fuck, some of us have to work in China.
I think it's gonna be crazy expensive.
Yeah, crazy expensive. Like, crazy expensive. I can't imagine.
For the nosebleeds, for the cheap seats.
For the cheap seats, bro. I would sit on the fucking roof. If you said go sit on the roof, I'd be like, I'm going to sit on the roof. But that's pretty much it. Looking forward to it. I'm going to have Nick in my ear now for the next. I know Lucy's had you. Fuck, I won't be able to be in the same room, bro, because Real Madrid's had Liverpool's number for a while in Champions League. So,
to be fair, I didn't talk shit.
I know you didn't. Liverpool. I know you didn't. You slept on the sofa. That's why.
No.
She went to bed and you were like, I don't want to go to bed. I'm not safe.
So here's my thing when it comes to sports. If it's depending on how my team is doing that year. So like, okay, Pittsburgh Steelers. We haven't been doing too hot lately. So if I had the Steelers and you had another team that I didn't like, I probably wouldn't be talking too much shit because we haven't been doing great.
Yeah.
It's one of those like, we're going to walk in here, we're going to try to get a W,
and we're going to
play it cool.
Yeah.
I'm not finna be like, yeah. So
I haven't said that about many soccer fans, right, Lisa? I just Arsenal's we're cool, we're playing, we relevant again, we're relevant. Thank you. That's it. I'm not trashing anyone.
when Liverpool played PSG, I didn't talk shit to her, but obviously she's watching the game as well, and I was being honest. I told her that first leg y'all should have got destroyed. Y'all were lucky by the skin of your teeth to pull out that 1-0 win.
But
I
then,
told her, which and she also knew it wasn't an argument, but she was like,
no,
nah,
most Liverpool fans were like, yeah. I spoke
Yeah.
to my Liverpool fan here, and he was like, yeah, I know football. We shouldn't have won that game.
That second leg, I was like, but that second leg, I said, if y'all go to penalties, y'all not winning this game. I told her, I say, if y'all need to find a way to score now. Because I said, if this goes to penalties, I said, against Donnarumma, you're not winning this game. Let's just be honest. Y'all not.
And then they put Darwin Núñez to score a penalty. They sent that man packing. And
I was
you,
like,
as an athlete, in those moments when a player is not confident and you're winning 3-0 in a league game and you have a penalty, that's when you give them the ball and say, try score this, no pressure, get some confidence. This guy, every Liverpool fan, when he gets the ball, they're like, oh, he's missing. They give him a penalty in the Champions League. Round of 16. What? Who makes the list and says, Darwin Núñez, you're up for a penalty. Mates, as my club, as teammates, I'll be like, yo, bro, I'll take your penalty for you. There's a time and place. I'll be like, bro, there's a League Cup game coming against Oxford United. You can take the penalties there. Someone step up, bro. Like,
yeah, it was.
If you think about it, if you remember Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, and Bukayo Saka taking those penalties for England against Italy, those kids were balling. They were balling. They were like up for it.
After that, I never respected England again.
Yeah, that's a big part of the problem, because it's like, yeah, they trash those kids, and it's so difficult because look how, like, I think Saka was the only one that really survived and continued to grow stronger, but Rashford and Jadon Sancho took a huge dip in their careers as players, and now they're coming back. It's taken a while, but now they're coming back to like their form. But like, it's just so fickle. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you can have a kid that is so good, and in one moment, snap. But yeah, moving on. I wanted to ask Nick, before we wrap up the show, I wanted to ask him, quick fire questions, first things to mind. You don't have to go into it. You don't have to explain anything. What are you most excited about being a dad, and what are you most petrified about being a dad? Go.
Most excited about? I'm honestly just excited for him to get here. I'm more excited, not so much the newborn phase. Like, I've been seeing videos of like blowout diapers and stuff. I'm not good with shit. I don't mind boogers. I don't mind pee. I'm not good with the smell. I told her, I was like, it's gonna be, and I don't want to be an asshole, but it's gonna be times where in the room when she's giving birth, it's gonna be a lot of. Like, I just know me, and I'm like, and it's gonna be involuntary. I've always been like that against like smells, and like I'm not gonna be good with poo. I know I'm gonna have to get used to it. I'm gonna have to be okay with it. It is gonna be what it is. But in the beginning, I'm like, oh. Like,
I can't wait.
Got, like the goggles on, the mask on, with forceps, with like pliers, trying to do it.
Yeah. Man.
So I was like, but outside of that, I'm looking forward to when he's like a toddler, and he's like kind of growing up and stuff. I'm just looking forward to, like, that's gonna be my little homie, you know. That's gonna be obviously it's my son, but that's gonna be my little homie. We finna just kick it. We finna chill. I'm down for all the. Hopefully, obviously, I want him to be a boy stuff like I was a boy, but today's world, whatever. But I want to, watch cartoons with him, make some bullshit Legos with him, go play sports, go whatever sports you want to play. I'm down for it. Let's go kick a ball, go throw a ball. We can go swimming, we can go run track, whatever. Like, I'm so pumped to like do so much like boy shit. Like, we finna just turn up. We finna roughhouse. We finna just kick it. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. Is like, what you doing this weekend? Me and my son, we bought a new Lego set. We finna go build some shit. You know, it's
Nice.
whatever.
I
So
like that.
that's what I'm looking forward to. What I'm terrified of, honestly, I'm more terrified of the things that I can't control. So I'm more terrified of when he goes out into the world, how people are going to see him. Because, and let's be honest, in today's day, I don't know how dark or light he's going to come out, and that may play a factor in today's world. Obviously, I'm not very dark. Lucy's neon white, damn near see through, so I don't think he's going to be dark at all. But you never know. But so I've always been like, I'm more worried about how the world is going to see him, and then I'm also worried about how he lives in the UK. I think it's going to be more safe. But then when he, obviously, like, we wanted to be close to my family, when he gets older, oh shit, I gotta get out of here soon. My boy's outside.
No worries.
But once he gets older, and we send him to like the States for a summer, and you know, if he's like 10 or not, maybe like 12, 13, whatever, we're like, oh, it's like for the summer I want to go stay with grandma in the States, and we don't go with him. Me as just, I know the bullshit in the States. Yeah, I know the bullshit in the States. And it's not so much that he's going to be in something, but bullshit finds you, man. Trouble sometimes finds you.
And if you're not used to, if you're not in that, you're not used to that environment.
Yeah, he might not know how to get out of
his
shit.
way out of it.
Yeah, so I'm just like, so that's why I'm like, but that's why I'm like I want to teach him how to fight. Not so much as like I wanted you to like start brawling. No, not that. But I want you to at least know how to throw a punch and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, because folks is crazy, man. Especially in the States, man. I'm from the States and I don't trust none of them motherfuckers there. They fucking crazy, man. And then people with these guns and shit, man, I'm not here for it. And it's one thing if I'm there with them, but if I'm not there with them, man, I think it's going to be like, that's going to get to me a bit. If I can't protect him, obviously he's going to get older. He's going to have to be out there in the world on his own. But once I'm out of that point where I can't protect him on certain things, I can only just hope that everything that I've taught and everything that me and Lucy have taught and trained him on and helped him with reflects when he goes out into the world. So as far as like fear, I'm just more scared of other people, what they may say or do to him and how he reacts. Because my thing is, I don't care what anybody says to you. I don't care if someone says your mama's a bitch and your daddy's a this and all your people suck like shit. I don't care. Words, I don't care. I would just be like, I don't care what they say, bro. Bring your ass home. Be mad here.
Yeah.
I can get you, if you want to fight somebody, we can get you a punching bag. You can beat the shit out of that. We can get you a wrestling doll and I give you a bat. You can beat the shit out of that. You know, but just come home, man. It's just, I've grown up, I've seen so much shit. I know too many people that have died over stupid shit, gone to prison over stupid shit, because someone said, fuck your mama. Now we got to fight. Now somebody got shot. Now somebody's going to jail over like silly shit. You know, I'm just like, nah, bro, go home. Be mad at home. Be mad. Come home and cuss me out.
Yeah.
I can deal with that rather than you go to take it out on me.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my biggest fear. But don't want to cut this short, but I have Buddy is literally outside looking at me in the window.
Enjoy flag football.
I do have a quick dad joke though.
Yes, oh you do.
I do have a quick dad joke. In which city do they have the smallest boobs?
I don't know.
Manchester.
All right, we'll end it on that one. That was good. Well played. We'll let you have it. We'll let you end.
But Big Belly Pats, episode 45. I gotta run. Peace. Right, I love y'all. Y'all stay breezy. Wrap it up.
Cheers.